just like people, a lot of people have been asking that time is going, that what is happening now, that after all the evidences that everything that PDP, Labour Party, Peter Obi, Atiku have dropped in the court, they're supposed to have sacked Bola Tinubu by now. It may take time, because you know what Nigeria is entails. Nigeria is full of corruption. The judge, everybody is afraid of their life. They don't want to do something that will attract people, or that will attract punishment for them. That is Nigeria for you. But I'm assuring you that the judge will make the right decision, and they will sack Bola Tinubu. That is a deep assurance, because the judge does sack one of his ministerial list where Tinubu release. The judge does sack one of them. I'll be back. See you soon.
Welcome to LAJUPOG TV.
The home of crime scene.
It's happening in the street again.
The center of political news, celebrity gossip, religious gossip, and happiness in the society.
Join us, the voice of Africa.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome you back to LAJUPOG TV show. If you are new to this show, don't forget to click the subscribe button, the like button, the bell beside it, and also drop your comments in the comment section about everything that is happening in Nigeria, your decision, your wish about what is happening in Nigeria, so that YouTube will notify you anytime we drop any other video into the channel. I still have one faith that there is nothing that the judiciary can't do. If it is according to the law, they can't do it, they can implement it, they can, because that is their work. That is what they were put to do, to interpret the law. And if they can't interpret the law right because of one executive, because of one politician or something like that, it means the people are going to rise against them and make sure that we bring them down, and we make sure that there's nothing they can do again. Because a lot of people have been asking that, why is it that it is taking time? Why is it that it's taking time? This and this is taking time. Everybody, all the country, everybody has seen it that Bola Tinubu did not win this election. Clearly, it was very, very, very clear. Everybody have seen it. Even the worldwide have seen it. ECOWAS have seen it. Every fucking body have seen it. That Bola Tinubu did not win this election. So what is the judiciary still waiting for in their decision? I want make you stay connected to the end of the show. May now see how they sack one of his ministers, one of his ministerial list where in drop. They sack one of them. They thought say no, it's not allowed. We'll be back. See you soon.
There's a saying, like birds flock together. There's another one, show me your friends and I will tell you the kind of person you are. Going by the ministerial nominees, it is obvious the kind of person Tinubu is, the kind of people that are his associates, and the kind of people he prefers to work with. One of the ministerial nominees, this lady, Stella Okotete, was accused at the time she was appointed to the Nexim Bank board. Many accusations, from falsification of documents to monumental fraud. But she's not the focus of this video. The focus is on Danladi, who was disqualified by the Supreme Court in 2019 for certificate forgery and lying under oath. Yes, the same Supreme Court saved him when he was impeached by the Taraba House of Assembly as the Deputy Governor of Taraba State. They returned him as the Deputy Governor, and he became the acting governor in the absence of the governor, who, of course, he had an accident. So it shows that the law is actually no respecter of persons, that if you are in the wrong, the law will catch up with you. But if you are in the right, you will be spared by the same law and, of course, the justices. In Danladi's case, he forged a certificate and lied about his age under oath. And when he appealed to the Supreme Court, the honorable justices that heard the appeal included the current Chief Justice of Nigeria. It was a unanimous judgment. They sacked him, said that the appeal lacked merit, and they declared that APC had no governorship candidate in Taraba State in 2019. As a result of that judgment, the Taraba state government moved to gazette the judgment so that the consequences will take effect, meaning that Danladi will be banned from contesting for any position for 10 years, starting from the date of the gazette. It's not clear if the Taraba state government eventually raised a white paper which would have banned Danladi from contesting any election for the next 10 years. Also, it's not clear if they charged him for perjury, because since the Supreme Court already held that he lied under oath and falsified his age, that's perjury. Now, when you look at what Danladi faced, what he was accused of before he went up to the Supreme Court, it's quite similar to what Tinubu is being accused in front of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal judges. And definitely, whatever verdict the tribunal judges arrive at, the losing party will still appeal to the Supreme Court. So the same issues that the Chief Justice of Nigeria heard in 2019 will still come up at the Supreme Court in 2023. So how is he going to react? How is he going to decide? Danladi was accused of forging a certificate. The Supreme Court agreed. He was also accused of falsifying his age and lying under oath. The Supreme Court also agreed. In Tinubu's case, he is accused of forging his certificate. The tribunal is yet to deliver judgment. He is also accused of lying under oath because he lied about his dual nationality. The tribunal is yet to pass a verdict. It will eventually get to the Supreme Court, so how will the CJN decide on the matter? He might not participate in the 5-man panel that will hear the appeal. It's not a must. It is his prerogative. He might just appoint 5 different justices to hear the appeal. But bear in mind that 2 current Supreme Court justices were also in a panel of justices that disqualified Saleh because he forged the certificate. We covered this case, the case of Abba versus Saleh. Saleh forged a certificate like Danladi, and the 2 were all disqualified. So what it means is that we already have 3 Supreme Court justices who participated in past judgments where they disqualified candidates based on forgeries of certificates. Also, this is just one of the many baggages that Tinubu is facing, and the current Chief Justice of Nigeria was part of the panel of justices that decided the celebrated case of Abacha versus the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where he declared that forfeiture is a result of a crime, that if there is no crime, there will not be a forfeiture. We've covered this extensively in many videos. Let's not get deep into it. Many people might be saying, don't get overboard, don't overreach yourself, don't pass the judgment, allow the justices to do their work. But there's one thing they forget. When a man is caught red-handed doing a crime, evidence abound. The verdict is always 100% predictable, except Nigeria happens. Yes, if nothing passes under the table, it is 100% predictable. Not just this case alone. Normally, when police wants to prosecute someone for a crime, they need to conduct a mini trial in the prosecutor's office or the state attorney general. They will need to make sure that they have all the evidence to win the case in court. If they see something that is lacking, the police needs to get them. They need to patch up the case, make sure they can prove it 100% beyond reasonable doubt that truly the person committed the crime. That's when they will now take him to court. That's how it works. And it will be 100% predictable because the evidence is there. You look at what the person did, you look at what the law says, it's in black and white, just like the forgery. It is written there, not in the Electoral Act, but in the Constitution itself. It is one of the grounds that someone who is aspiring to become the president of Nigeria, if he forges a certificate, he is automatically disqualified. It is there in black and white, no ambiguity. So it should be 100% predictable if Nigeria or anything does not pass under the table. And even if something is passing under the table or is about to pass, they will need to make a lot of explanations on all the grounds for disqualification. The certificate forgery, the narcotics proceeds worth $460,000 he forfeited to the US government, his invalid nomination as the presidential candidate of the APC, occasioned by his failure to appoint a new vice presidential candidate 14 days after the placeholder withdrew. And after eventually appointing a new VP candidate, Shettima did not correctly withdraw his prior nomination as a senatorial candidate in Borno Central Senatorial District, thereby committing a double nomination offense. Also, there's the issue of his dual nationality, which is not a crime by itself, but the constitution frowns at someone who wants to become a president willfully taking up the nationality of another country. Yes, before someone is given a passport of a country where he wasn't born, he must swear an oath of allegiance to take up that citizenship. And not just the oath of allegiance to another country which is already against the law, but he still went ahead and lied about it in his INEC form. There's also the issue that will cause the invalidation of his declaration. The issue of 25% in Abuja, he didn't score that. So with all these, you can see how high the mountain is for anyone who wants to subvert justice to climb. So it is very easy to predict. Everything is in black and white. Nigeria will not happen this time around because the stakes are too high. This will determine the future of this country going forward. All of us will have to live with the outcome going forward. And no matter how highly placed you are in the Nigerian society, you can never escape happenings in Nigeria. Even if you're a big man and wealthy with a fleet of cars, you can never escape the bad road on your way to the airport. You can never escape the insecurity challenges. You can never escape the inflation. On 28th of May 2023, the price of petrol per liter was still less than 200 naira. But on the 29th of May, the price more than doubled. As a matter of fact, the price has since tripled. All these we have done without considering the fact that petrol drives Nigeria's economy. So none of us will escape happenings in Nigeria. Isn't it better that we put our hands together and build a country that works for every one of us? No matter how highly placed, no matter how lowly placed, no matter your earning power, the country must work for you. So it will be interesting to see the outcome of the presidential election petition at the Supreme Court, considering that 3 justices, including the current CJN, were involved in similar cases before. Will they overrule themselves because of one man? Or will they follow the precedents they already set by disqualifying the candidate? Thanks for watching.
Thanks for staying connected to the very end of this video. Can you see the people that Tinubu is bringing in? You see that as the first statement that was said in this analysis, that bird of the same feathers flocks together. If you see that it is bad people, the people that have hurt the people, the politicians that are criminals, that he brings together in their ministerial in his ministerial list to be his cabinet. So you see that this man is a chronic criminal. So as a chronic criminal, he brings more criminals to himself so that they can terrorize the people. Can you see? Is that a good reason a good reason to be a president? I know that a lot of Bola Tinubu supporters are now joining Peter Obi. They are supporting Peter Obi like fully now because of what he's doing. He's not even a rightful person. He's not even in his rightful manners, in his rightful senses. You are bringing more criminals to yourself just to oppress the people. I said it in one of my previous videos that what is happening in Nigeria is home slavery. Like our people, the people that we voted for, the people that we pushed to that position are not the one enslaving us. Not colonial masters, not whites. That the one enslaving. We are enslaving ourselves. So what is now the essence? What is the essence of democracy? What is the essence? What is the essence of voting for you when you can't work for us? I'm very, very sure that it's gonna be sacked. There's no way, because Nigerians are very certain. Everybody in every fucking country are very certain that this man is gonna be sacked, and there's nothing he can do. There's no way that he's gonna make it. He's gonna be sacked. If you have not dropped the, if you see what is happening in this country is just, see, if you sit down and start reasoning and start thinking about what is going on, you might get insane about what is going on in this country. People stay connected to the end of this show, and if you have not clicked the subscribe button, click the subscribe button, the like button, the bell beside it, and drop your comment in the comment section about what is going on in Nigeria. See you in my next video. God bless you. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you for staying connected at LAJUPOG TV show. Leave the message for you, let us know and impact you. So all we do on this channel is to bring to you prophetic words, the men of God in America and outside America, from the pausing of Judy Green and Christmas, from the dancing of Bola and Clement and all of that. So we'll update you with undiluted words from them, and also their prophetic words. And guess what? Many of these prophecies are really coming through. So just ensure you subscribe to this channel just to get more of the prophecy in your time. Guess what? See you in the next video.